news that's just coming in. The hate preacher Adil Ganai has now finally been arrested from Bhadarwah. He had given out a chilling death threat and now finally being taken into custody. Adil Ganai, the hate preacher from Jammu, has been arrested from Bhadarwah. A chilling threat that was given out, after which he was roaming free for several days, and now finally he has been arrested. He had given out a threat with several people in the crowd also cheering him. He had made comments against Nupur Sharma. Pradeep Datta is joining us with more details on this. Pradeep, it was about time he had to be arrested. Yes, he apologized for his remark, but that's no excuse for the kind of the hate speech that he made.
Yes, you're absolutely right, because this rabble-rouser, he had tried to instigate, provoke people, and he had been openly threatening of beheading Nupur Sharma and all many other people in the administration. So for the last 3 days, he was moving scot-free, and here on time now we had been reporting about this thing, that how come the government is allowing him to move scot-free, immediately action should be initiated. And finally, today morning during VR, police went to his house and they arrested Adil Ganai, who is member of Jammu Islamia, the same organization that had given a call for the protest in Bhadarwah 3 days back against the remarks made by former BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma. And we were reporting from that place 2 days back. We saw that how some people were trying to shield this rebel-rouser when they started all of a sudden pelting stones from inside the mosque, Jama Masjid Mosque. The police had a real tough time, and paramilitary force persons, they had to resort to tear gas shelling. So this was mob. I asked this question even to Mukesh, Assistant Director General of Police. He said no one will be spared, but I think they were trying to first calm down and pacify the situation. Only then they wanted to act against this man. That's one of the reasons maybe they had taken 2-3 days. But yes, everybody said that already sections are clear, that anybody who is trying to incite mob, anybody who is trying to hurt the communal harmony and destabilize peace in the region, there are section 295, and as per that section, the person should be arrested and immediately produced before the court of law. And yes, definitely this is going to send a very strong message. Now, no more the people will think of such hate speeches in that area, because otherwise, had action not been initiated, it would have encouraged and emboldened people, and it would have sent a wrong message. Thank God the good sense has prevailed, and finally the action has been initiated and this man has been arrested. And let's see what action will be initiated against other people who were also in that crowd cheering and applauding, whether action will be initiated against them. But yes, he was the main person who was trying to instigate and spine-killing threats from his side, and he was trying to provoke people also, as we saw. And that just hours later, the situation in Bhadarwah town escalated, and police administration was left with no other option but to impose curfew in that.
Absolutely. So he was roaming free for 4 days, Pradeep, because, if we have details of the charges that he was booked under, because it was a chilling threat for beheading that was given on Nupur Sharma, yes, but also an inflammatory speech against the entire Hindu community. And in a communally sensitive area like Jammu, it can have far-reaching consequences.
Absolutely right, because if you look at Bhadarwah area, Bhadarwah is a very volatile. Normally the situation is very volatile in the communally sensitive area. Often we have seen that any smaller incident can trigger attention to the community. That exactly had happened, because Jammu and Islamia had given ban. They had given a call for a ban, fine, that then they were protesting. That was again fine if they wanted to protest. It's a democratic right for any community to protest. But peaceful protests are allowed. Later on, what really happened? Outside Jama Masjid Mosque, when the people had gathered, all of a sudden this man came and he started delivering a speech, and the kind of the words which he used were not only inflammatory but provocative too. And we saw the crowd there was applauding and cheering, and in fact it was an indicator that this is going to trigger bigger tension in that area. And we saw that really what happened. And next day we were there on spot. All of a sudden people who had gathered there for the 5-day period, they went inside the mosque, and all of a sudden they started pelting stones, and police had to resort to tear gas shelling to disperse a mob. They really had a tough time, because the trigger was his speech, because he had instigated and provoked them to an extent that they started pelting stones on security force persons and the paramilitary force persons who were deployed there to ensure peace in the region. And now finally today morning, what we came to know from our sources is that the police went to his place during PR. They were able to arrest this man because they did not want anybody to get an inkling, or they did not want that his supporters to come out and protest. So they did not give them that chance. So this man has been arrested that way. But the good message sent that nobody will be allowed, anybody from any community, to hurt religious sentiments of the other community, to go for the provocative and inflammatory speech to people, because at the end of the day, what India is all about is about coexistence of different faiths.
Absolutely. 4 days after he made that speech, Pradeep, he has finally been arrested. Thank you for joining us with those details, because in the video, Adil Ganai can be heard giving out not just a threat to Nupur Sharma, but also insulting the Hindu community. Listen in to this chilling threat that he had made.
आप मेरे भाइयों, लेकिन सरू को कलम करना भी सिखा दो, तो इसलिए बातों को ज़हन में बिठा दो। हम खामोश तब तक है जब तक हमारा बर्दाश्त कायम है। बर्दाश्त से बाहर निकल गए तो फिर वो नुपुर शर्मा क्या, वो आशीष कोहली क्या, वो नुपुर शर्मा क्या, उनके सर कहीं और घर कहीं मिलेंगे। नबी का कलमे पढ़ने वाला मुसलमान खुद मैदान में आए, और ये भगवे भी हमारे दुश्मन, आरएसएस भी हमारी दुश्मन है। तो इसलिए मैं अंजुमन इस्लामिया की तरफ से तमाम अवाम का शुक्रिया करता हूँ। मैंने जैसे पहले ही अर्ज किया कि ये अमन को खराब करने वाले अनासिर हैं। कभी अजान पे